Hey, friends, welcome in. Welcome to the shit show. How are you guys? Hold on. We're going to do all the fucking commie shit. Hi, Kim. Oh, I'm doing all right, girl. I'm hanging in there. Probably more than I deserve. So I'll take it. How are you? Hey, Holly. Holly? I'm gonna try to follow whatever this new stuff is. You let me know if I'm breaking the rules or whatever. How are you? Thank you so much for the love and the gifts. How are you guys this Sunday? I got to take my kid to get the rest of his costume. He wants to be Jason from the Halloween. Isn't it called Halloween movie? I don't know. Just back from the Special Olympics golf with my. Oh, that's amazing, Kim. Was it fun? Great job with him, Jay. Now you need some skincare. Oh, well, sure. Thanks. Aren't you sweet? Look at. Hmm. All right. Your boy should check it out. He is actually wanting to do um soccer, but neurotypical soccer. But his teacher of his autism class is like over it. You know what I mean? So I feel like he really wants to stretch himself. So I'm gonna be like, nah, nah. Welcome in, friends. Yeah, we're gonna try. You know, he's matured quite a lot. We're getting better. You know, it's always a struggle for him. We know a challenge, right? Not a struggle, a challenge. But girl, I got a what on my live Friday? What? But lived and said, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?" Crazy. Hi, Sandy. Welcome in. We adapted this challenge. That's right. That's right. We do. We do. So I thought since I was getting ready, I'd give a shot. Try to follow the effing rules again, even though I've been following the effing rules ever since. I always follow the effing rules, but they keep changing the rules. Pivot. I know. Listen, I'm only here because y'all are. Like, bottom line, I'm only here because y'all are. You know? Love the green sweater. Oh, thank you. It's a poll. I just treated myself to it one night on a live. On TikTok Shop Live. I like to support the boutiques here, you know? Ugh, God. I've been missing my water goals on my lips, though. Horrible. All right. Let us cover up the skin that needs skincare, according to Luca. I'm having fun with the teaching thing, though. That's good. Trying new things. That's good. Yeah. I think that's good. You know, I'm on a stall, yeah, trying to decide if they need to go up to 10. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, you know what I say about stalls, right? Like they're normal, they're going to happen. How long have you been on the stall, right? The doctors always say that's going to happen. And sometimes increasing, it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't, you know? There's nothing wrong with growing up, you know? I will say 12.5 was like probably my happy place. So, like, so do you see? Like, oh, can we do some love? Can you guys? Okay. Hey, everybody, this is a TikTok live. Could everybody tap the screen and give me a gift? TikTok live. Let's battle. Can you tell I'm pissed? There's a chance I'm pissed. I feel like I'm going nuclear a little. So mad. Thank you, Ollie. I think what the trick is you can't say the word that would ever make them think about doing anything anywhere else at all, or anything that has to do with nutrition. What bothers me, I'm just going to sit here and bitch since we're here together, friends. What bothers me is I follow the rules. Like, this is what bothers me. At the end of the day, if I wanted to take advantage of people, I could, and I don't. I make the hard decision and the poorer decision, and I don't do that. And when I make the good decision and the right decision and I'm penalized, it makes me crazy. I don't give medical advice. I go out of my way to ensure people are getting quality stuff. I could be making all this stuff as this affiliate and compound, but most of the time I push you guys towards brand. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't. I don't do any of that, you know? And it just makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. The worst thing is when you're doing the right things, right? When you're following the rules and you're penalized for it. And I appreciate you too, girl. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you, Fred. I'm just pissy. You know, and like there's the views and everything are bad. Like everything. It's like, what's the point? That's my problem right now. What's the point? If I can't find you guys, right? If I can't connect with you, if I can't help you, what's the point? Why am I putting my energy here when I could put my energy everywhere else? And it's always been about TikTok lives more than anything because the videos haven't gone anywhere in years, at least for me, you know? Thank you. Hi, how are you, Brenda? It's good to see you. If you guys would tap, tap, tap the screen and help me get to 10,000, please, so I can find you. Hi, welcome in. Hi, I'm sitting here bitching about TikTok. Good. I'm okay. I'm okay. We put up our Halloween decorations yesterday, which basically just can. We tried to get the spider web to work, but it was all. I was like, my brain doesn't work like this. I can't unwind it. And then we put up the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man blow up, and played the Ghostbusters song. And then I got this ghost on TikTok shop, which was a piece of shit. It's cute, but it took like an hour to figure out. No directions, you know. We really can't say the names of the ads. Yeah, and we are basically only allowed to share our personal story. Then, then honestly, there's no point in me being here. Like if that's like honestly, Holly, there's no point. Like you know what I mean? I might as well tell you to come here and for me and create my own community everywhere else. There's no point. Hi, Chase. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I'll go through fucking perimenopause. Like I don't have. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't have the energy to put my energy here if I can't help people. Like the whole point of being here, guys. The whole point of me being here is because I know that there are people here that are steering other people in wrong directions, and very few in the main like community that I'm talking about, like our community, right? I know there are people that do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's and I used to think that it was sort of like, I'm just gonna bitch. We just here, we loving, right? I used to think it was, oh, like a lot of bad apples spoil it for the whole bunch and stuff like that. No, like the reason that I'm sorry, we're doing it. The reason TikTok is doing this is because they don't want you to ever fucking leave the app. Ever. So people that used to use this to affiliate, they're basically at this point where they can only affiliate for TikTok Shop because that's the only thing you don't leave the damn app for. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say it. Anyway, blah blah. Quick comment from the UK. Love your podcast. Hi, coffee, milk, no sugar. I'm so glad you love it. Thanks, guys, for helping me hit the goals. We just gonna have a fun bitching session today because I apparently can only tell you about my journey. My journey right now on TikTok is pissing me off. And I'm gonna drink a Mountain Dew. My husband left it here. It's got that much in it. It's a wild life today, guys. It's a wild life. You've been helping out BioCare because they keep getting, yeah, I bet they do because you need to be able to buy it here, don't you? Kim unhinged. Anyway, what y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? At least I can tell you there's a podcast. You know what I mean? There's a podcast that has all this on it. Unhinged Kim. Hey, Care Bear. Yeah, I'm unhinged today. I'm just pissy. And it's also probably because I'm going through perimenopause and I just started my lady business. Lady business is here. I just followed. I look forward to listening to your podcast. Hi, Meg. It's so nice to meet you. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am since we've got some new friends here and you hear me being unhinged about TikTok. So, my name's Kim. I'm an obesity care advocate. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. And apparently, I cannot talk about anything about how I went from that to that. But I think that you can make an assumption that it has something to do with. Hold on. We'll use props. Something to do with this. And this right here, okay? It's not insane on the podcast usually. Yeah, you're right. I'm less insane on the podcast, Mel. Exactly. Evening time here, yes. Just about to cook dinner. Oh, but not feeling it on the 15. Oh, it's intense. Yeah. I could not do. I tried 15 two different times and could not do it. Oh, thanks, Meg. I'm just you guys. I think like sometimes people don't understand. I've been here since the beginning of all of this. Okay, so like we have been so badly treated. It's just awful. Like it's so hard when you make the right decisions and then you get penalized. Because I'm a rule follower. Like I am a hell raiser, but I get the permit first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying. Like, and right now, like I'm pissed because I got the damn permit. Okay, I'm just like so pissed about it. So much time and energy spent. You're so here for Unhinged Kim. Yeah, Well, I guess that's what you're getting. Unhinged Kim on Sunday. You know. And the problem is this is all where we are. This is where everybody is. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? I'm telling you, if anybody from my community wants to hop on with me and we just want to have a bitch session today, like, I'm okay with that. Let's do it. Oh, Chase, I love you too. I love you too. Here's the thing. Like, I think that when we're here, like on this app, we are very much not aware, especially on the other one, the one that looks like a camera. You know what I mean? That one. There's some unhinged shit on that about all this. Like, we have to have a place where we can talk about like. I mean, that's why I have the doctors come on the pod, right? Because we have to have a place that's like a source of truth, you know? Coffee, no sugar likes. This is, yeah. I mean, you know how it is sometimes on the podcast when somebody says something crazy about the system and I flip my shit. Like, that's basically where I'm at right now. That's that, Kim. I'm a hellraiser, but I get the permit first. It's the greatest line. I'm telling you, I do. Like, but that's the truth. I am all about, like, I have a lot of emotional intelligence usually. Okay, that sounded like a chipmunk. I have a lot of emotional intelligence usually. But I don't like when I follow all the rules and I get penalized. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, receipts. You know what I mean? Like I keep receipts, but only for when I'm put over. I mean, I'm telling you guys, like legitimately, I used to be really big on TikTok Shop. I made like feed your family money on TikTok Shop. And I walked away from all of that because they're so fucking oh, hey, Nana Lulu. I'm just all crazy today. This is definitely a community life. Oh, I'm telling you, what is it about when you're on the perimenopause and then you start your period? It's just like, and I don't mean like, like up here, you know? I'm glad Ron, I have a question. Okay, sure. This will be in two parts. I got it. Okay, 7.5 installed. Okay, how long stalled? Okay. All right, we're gonna view the flash goal, guys. Let's view this here flash goal. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're just gonna have a different kind of live today, my friends. Just a different kind. Keep going. I'm listening. How long is the stall? What time is it? Oh, here it is 2 p.m. And I promised my guy that we would go and get the rest of his Halloween costume here at 3:30. So I have to get ready. So we have to multitask and bitch and whine and moan and complain today together. Okie dokie. While I get ready with my giant puff. Should I go to 12? Oh, no. Hold on. I think I saw something scary. Should I go to 12, 5, 10 to 9? Okay, so I cannot tell you what to do, right, in this particular situation because of the way that things work on this app. So I'm going to give you general advice based on what I've heard from doctors and my personal journey, okay? That's where we're at, okay? You got it? Hanging with me? All right. Okay. Gonna have to decode a little bit. All right. So, just because it didn't work for you before does not mean that it will not work again. Also, what equals not work? Okay. What equals not work? Does not work equal the thing on the floor didn't go down for a long time? Does not work equal the noise was very loud, right? Or not controlled? Sometimes there are other things that are going on in our life and our bodies, especially as it pertains to stress, right? That could be it. Okay. Yes. How long stall? So, yeah, exactly. How long stall? A lot of times when we're on this journey, right, when it comes to stall, bear with me. We got to speak in code. Fucking stupid. Sorry, we do. 2 months. All right. So, is this the first time that you have stalled? Because that's definitely a stall. 4 to 6 weeks with no movement. No movement. Okay. I stopped just because you're sponges. Isn't it so funny? All right. This is my favorite TikTok shop purchase. I got it one night because someone made a video about it and I just thought it was so funny. And like I was sleepy shopping and I got it. And it's my favorite friggin' thing. It's in my showcase. It's in my showcase. Let's talk about the sponge. Okay, so let me help our friend first, and then we'll talk all about the sponge. Sponge is in my showcase. TikTok shop. All right, come in. Anyway, so for our friend that stalled. So I would not say the driving up like that. If I were you, I would do what you're doing, and then I would go up to the other and give it some time, and then go up to the other. But I would always talk to your doctor first because this is not medical advice. This is just my journey and my opinion based on what I know from doing this for over 3 years and interviewing experts on the podcast. All right, do we feel like got there? Also, consider when you do have a stall like that, and looking at how much this is going on. Okay. In terms of how much, because you may need to increase. Also, consider how much protein you are. Okay. Because sometimes you need more protein. And that kind of kicks your body into gear. Because a lot of times when you have, let's talk about this. A lot of times when you have obesity, and then we'll talk about the sponge. When you have obesity, your body's going to fight you, right? And the reason that it does is because it's trying to survive a famine that's never going to come. That's the actual disease, the dysfunction of what? Of what things like this help with. Okay? It actually treats the underlying biology. But thanks for getting it. We do need to get to 10K. Thank you, friends. So just remember that your body's going to fight you. It's super normal. Give yourself some grace. Control the things you can. Definitely consider strength training. I think it's so important. Like it helps, muscle burns fat, right? Like also remember that. So that is my advice on there. Okay. So sometimes it's not about dose. Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it's about stress. Sometimes it's about movement because obesity is a multifactorial condition. Okay. And it's complicated. Okay. Now let's talk about the sponge. All right. I got the sponge on TikTok shop one night when I was sleepy scrolling. And I just thought it was so funny because I'm so damn white and this is the biggest sponge in the freaking world. And I was like, I want to play. And I bought it and I bought it just to be fun. It's the best freaking beauty blender in the whole freaking world. I love it. Look at that. It's a blender right in. Although if you heard this guy that joined, he may still be here. And the first thing he said, he goes, "Great job on your GLP. Now get skincare." And I was like, okay. Tell me you want attention without telling me you want attention. I'm a very nice person usually. I swear to God, guys. But I hit limits. I just hit limits. I've hit a limit. That's all today. TikTok has hit my limit. Yeah. Is this app getting stickier about content and why? Stricter. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you why. Because they have realized that in terms of what we talk about, there's a whole lot of money to be made. And if people are exiting, they're not making it. So now they let telehealths advertise here for a fee, which means when it comes to anybody telling them to do anything and go anywhere that isn't here is a problem. That is the truth. That's why. It used to just be because, in my opinion, y'all getting spicy, Kim, today. It used to be, in my opinion, because they were ignorant and biased and discriminatory. Now it's just about money. Okay? That's what I think. I don't even know why I even bother anymore, to be honest. And make sure that you are not over consuming. That is right, bluegrass girl. But a lot of times it's less about over consuming and more about under, and you need to over, believe it or not, especially if your body's fighting you, because you need to like set it at ease by over. So it's like, oh, okay, now I know where my next consumption is coming from. I can chill the F out and release what I need to release. Does that make sense? All right. Hi. I've been on 2-5, okay, since August. Missed 1.5. Okay, scared to start 5. I'll tell you what the doctors say, and then I want you to talk to yours. Okay? The doctors say if you more than 2, then you should not. And that it's completely out of your system by 4. Okay? So I want you to talk to yours because it's not medical advice and just my personal journey. Okay, so there's that. So, in my opinion, as a non-medical professional, you'll probably be okay. My opinion as a non-medical professional, someone in this community, you should talk to your doctor about that and double check. Okay. That is my opinion. I have noticed some TT and oh yeah, for a TT shot pep stop. Really? GLP ones? That's insane. I mean, why not? They're all coming from China anyway. Like that's listen, they might as well. Not for human consumption. That's what's next. I find the suppression lessons for me. Yeah. I believe my body. Oh no. And it's not that your body does, it's called metabolic adaptation. Okay, so the doctors on the show talk to us about that. So metabolic adaptation is just it's what our body has done since like really forever. Like this is millions of years of evolution to survive, right? So the noise will go up more because it's concerned. It doesn't understand that you going down size is a good thing, right? It thinks you're in crisis, which means it turns up the noise. That's when you can consider what's called combined therapies and you talk with your doctor about it. You're not doing anything wrong. It's the disease, okay? I have a feeling I am not getting enough protein. Yeah, I would definitely check that out. I think that's super important. The doctors say about 30 grams per ingestion. So that's about 90 to 100 a day. Um, and about letting your body know that you're good. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great thing to say. Yes, yes. They do want some of that. I know. Did you? I did. I didn't. Well, I heard it yesterday. Was there new this morning? I find it all really hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? I I just do. Like, I don't know, that's me. That's me. That's me. I just find it really hard to believe that I find it really hard to believe. I think that there's a lot of people that will say things. And I think there's a lot of perspectives that need to be considered. And I think the way to map that out is in a court, right? Where there has to be evidence. That's what I think. And if it's there and we see it, then that's different, right? But I think passing judgment on people because of it, I mean, and y'all know I have no affiliation, right? None. I just think, I think I have been drug on this app and thank you, Brian. I have a different perspective than a lot of people do, right? So I know what it's like for people to believe the worst I know what it's like for people to think the worst. I know what it's like to be taken out of perspective, things to take me out of perspective and out of context. Thank you for the gift, friend. I know what that's like. So for me, I just don't do that. You know what I mean? How you doing? Yeah. They're picking up lag workers. That's what I heard. Yeah, I did hear that, but like that is someone that said it, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't know. But if it's true, obviously, big concern, right? But I don't know. That's just where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Also, guys, in general, I don't know if you're like where I'm at with the interwebs. I don't know what to believe anymore. I've literally considered starting a podcast called I don't know what to believe anymore. You guys want to talk about it? How about we just talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Freaking AI and stuff. Like, this is a very spicy life. I swear I am here to support you. It's just in between, you might get me bitch whining and moaning and complaining a little. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. Kim takes us right. Kim's tea table. Let's talk about all the bullshittery and figure out what's what. That will be the tea table. Yeah, I don't have time though. Y'all know that. you know? But it wouldn't just be about healthcare. Like, it would be about everything. You know what I'm saying? It is a dream. It is a dream. Y'all know I love making podcasts. One day. But I also really love my career and don't have any interest. Honestly, I really don't at this point in giving up my career. I worked really hard to do what I do and I love what I do. So, I don't have any interest in giving up. I like my side stuff, That's where I'm at. But I only have so much energy. And less may be spent here now. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out what makes sense. I'm going to work with my agency. I have a fantastic agency. I have what is that? Score of 65 and my doctor won't let me start. What? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. You want to tell me? I'm not a medical professional. Is that for sleep apnea? Just curious. Which bronzer is that? It's the LYS. I like it too. Isn't it pretty? I'm pasty as hell. Harmony. No limits. No limits. It's in my TikTok shop showcase. It's actually really inexpensive and it lasts forever. And they don't pay me to say that. It's great. It's very pretty, right? Harmony. When we first came out on TikTok, it's like $20. I think it's like under $20. When it first came out on TikTok, it went viral and like especially this particular shade because it kind of works on a lot of skin tones. But I love it too. I know. It was good, right? I wish I could figure a way to cover that up. I've yet to be able to figure that out. Very pretty. I like it too. It's in my TikTok shop showcase. You want some? The faster this gets sold to America, the better. And that being said, I also think America's straight trash in this area. Like this makes this so sad. Sorry. Oh, friends. I swear I'm much more professional on the podcast. You've been scared? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Don't be scared. Let's reharness. Pancreatitis. Do you have it? Is that what you're scared of? So I'll tell you what the doctors have said, if that helps you, you know? So what the doctors on my podcast have told me is that it's very, very low risk. And that usually what it's caused by is the fact that people that have obesity, especially women that are in their 40s and fertile still, is that we have a lot of gallstones. And so a lot of times gallstones will come out and be near the pancreas because it's all like squished together. Sorry, I'm such a medical professional, you know? But my doctor wants to retest my blood work to be cautious. Well, I think that's okay, As long as, does your insurance pay for it? Because sometimes I feel like blood work people are just being like, let's see what we can charge people. Freaking healthcare system's just awful. Although I'll be honest with you, I got friends in other countries that say there's straight trash too. So I, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. What's crooked? Oh, crooked. Yeah. I don't have a gallbladder. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had the answer, but I'm not a medical professional. I don't know. I think I would just tell you, like, just trust your doctor. Like, yeah, I mean, like, things happen in the labs. Are you feeling bad? Like, do you feel like you have something going on? You know, the healthcare system. Oh, yeah, it's crooked everywhere. If that makes you feel any better, like I'm telling you, I've worked for global companies for I don't know what, a decade or longer. It's fucking a shit show everywhere. Like, I'm just saying. It's trash, straight trash. Do you get a lot of support from? I do. I like them a lot, and they're so, yeah. I really do. I like them a lot. I mean, there's a reason I picked them. And actually, if you'll go to like the Flex Spending store, like the HSA store, they're recommended. There's two on there that are recommended, and one of them is Shed. I like that you get to see a doctor. I like that I can ask any questions that I want. I like that they follow up with me. I like all that. You can pay extra for, like, if you want coaching. It's not that more expensive if you want to. I think their prices of the high doses have come down now, so that makes me feel more comfortable as well because they needed to come down. But yeah, I'm so sorry they're not helpful. What's I oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're not helpful. Oh, I don't know. I'd always heard really good things about them, but things change. I don't know. Yeah. I also don't have a gallbladder, and your has never been high. That's interesting. Yeah. I don't have a gallbladder. Oh, I'm gonna go with my son to get the rest of his costume for Halloween. I wonder how much longer he'll like to do this. He seems like a forever Halloween kind of kid. You know what I mean? I don't foresee it because listen, my son's brilliant, and so he's a nerd. So I think he'll be like that. Listen, I don't mind being a nerd all day long. Nerds are the best freaking people. Most of my friends that were my closest friends are nerds. Nerds are the best. They are. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They are. So if you're cool, I probably don't like you. Hi, Missy. How you doing? You're catching me very fiery today. I'm very, very, very fiery because TikTok done pissed me off. I'm cracking you up today, Nita. Yeah. I mean, like, this is just how I get sometimes. I don't like when I follow rules and I get dinged. I don't like it one bit. Not one bit. Nope. Friends, would you guys tap the live so you can help me get to 10K? It helps me out so much for TikTok. That's what TikTok loves. My boyfriend is a nerd, and can I affirm that they are the best? Cool people suck. They do. Unhinged. Unhinged Kim today. Do an unhinged live. Tap the live and get to 10K. It's free and it helps me so much. There's a goal. Help me hit the goal. So the TikTok gods will send us to find other friends, which is legitimately the only reason I am here, to help my friends. Amen. They're so kind and empathetic and also smart. Yes, nerds are the best. Thanks, Missy. Thanks for the gift. This is an unhinged live. Welcome, 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 friends. Welcome. I washed my hair in the tub last night. It was a mistake. I regret both. Do y'all remember back in the day? Do you guys ever remember that video where that girl was like, the men can't know we can shapeshift, or they're going to tell the church. Do you remember that? She's like, I bought these. I regret them both. Do you remember that video? That was like 2020. It was the funniest video. I love it. Is there another platform that you can do your live? Um, pretty pretty openly on YouTube. right? But like I would need to like schedule it because like I find just like being live unless you guys follow. The good news is that with YouTube is that oh, I have to be careful. I don't tell you where to go. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Um and the good thing with them is that you can watch live on replay, right? They can't do that here. I am, yeah, but it's the podcast. So the podcast is there. But don't leave because I'm not allowed to tell you to leave. Don't leave. We are prepared. We are complete. I do need to brush my teeth though. But we'll put a little bit of this on. You know, crazy, right? Anyway, I'm here to answer your questions, of course. I just have to answer in code. But I haven't changed the way I talk on this app since 2020. So bring it on, bitches. You'll definitely check it out. Great. I would tell you how to do that, but I can't tell you. But I will tell you the podcast is called The Plus Sides, SIDEZ, because it's all about the plus sides of. Maybe I should just hold this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Unhinged Live, where I talk to you about why TikTok is straight trash and why it's all about money. Pretty much everything is all about money. And I'm pissed. I would use it as a microphone, but then you would see brands associated, and I would get some sort of violation. So I could do a sideways mic. We'll do it like this. It's a side mic. If the men know we can take GLP-1, they're going to tell the church. Anyway, hey, there we go. It's a microphone, Jody. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk to you today about how I have downsized. How it has improved my health and has nothing to do with the actual downsizing. How it is about a disease treatment, not about downsizing itself or fitting into a smaller size. And that is what I talk about. It has nothing to do with downsizing. It only has to do with health gain. And that is my message. Yes. I love you too. Unhinged today. Unhinged. Pissed. I don't like it. I don't like when I follow the rules and I get in trouble. Fuckers. It also helps so much with inflammation. Yes, it does. Because it works on your inflammatory pathways and because... Why am I talking like a British? It also helps with inflammation because obesity is a chronic inflammatory condition that affects every organ in your body. Everyone. And these particular microphones help with all of this. And there are places where you can get these, but you should never do it. Ever. Don't ever look anywhere else. Only stay on TikTok all the time until you die. Be in the tub, scrolling on TikTok. Guilty. Be in your bed, rotting, scrolling on TikTok. Guilty. Never get medicine anywhere. Never leave. Stay here. Always. The microphone does turn me British. It's just a magic microphone. We need to hang out today. You're right. I'm just very crazy today. You think that's the clip I should post? Okay. While I drink the rest, my husband left. Okay, he's on 12.5 and he drinks Mountain Dews. But I always know the 12.5's working because I find half drunk Mountain Dews all over. And so, like, when I'm out of something, then I'm just like, I'll drink it. You know? Can I ask why I keep seeing someone advertising that they use grape? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'll do my best to answer in code. Okay. All right. So what you're referring to could be one of two different things. It could be what's called domestic gray or what is called research. And that is the grade. It is not pharmaceutical grade, it is research. Okay. Or it could be referring to getting it overseas, which is different. Most people in the market who are in that, most people in that community would call that gray, and that's, or real gray, or I don't know. Anyway, the reason they're doing that is because it costs too much damn money. And there's sick people that need medicine, and they're taking risk with their lives. They know that it's a risk. Some people will tell you, I mean, most people will say it's worth the risk, right? But we definitely have seen the gray people have definitely seen bad things. They've seen people take advantage of. They've seen people definitely have seen the gray people have definitely seen bad things. They've seen people take advantage of. They've seen people get sick. They've seen people overdo what they need to do. Yeah. All right. I'm starting to see TikTok F with me. So that is what it is. It is because the medicine is very expensive. It is because sick people need medicine. It's because they can't afford to do it here because oftentimes here it's out of reach financially for them. And they are willing to take the risk because they don't want to unalive. And that's what it comes down to. And I don't blame them. So, you know, and I mean, I don't blame them, but that's what you're hearing. That's what you're seeing. There's been a market for quite a while for that. And it has been for other things, other PEPs. Okay. Thank you for the gift, friend. I appreciate you. I'm on MJ. Okay, but it wasn't sure. Yeah, so it's basically, or what they say that it is, right, is the active ingredient in that. And it's not mixed up. You mix it up yourself. And you really don't know what it is. You don't. Like they try to do things with testing and things like that, but you don't know what it is. Like, and that's just, and I'm just being straight up honest. Like I have lots and lots of friends that had to go this direction who have given me amazing information so that I could better understand it. And they will tell you that is a last resort, you know? So it's not anything that I can condone, but it for sure is something that I understand, you know? I didn't always. For the longest time, I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I think the reason I didn't get it is because I was thinking about this like WL, not about health gain. You know what I'm saying? And it's way more about health gain and having, we only get one life, guys. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, obesity is unaliving us slowly, and it's not taken seriously for the horrible disease that it is. Oh, see the bathtub? I never can get all the stuff out of my hair. It's not taken seriously. In my opinion, since we hear I'm being spicy, in my opinion, the amount of people that have obesity in this country and with the way things are headed with those who have insulin resistance, with those who continue to diet and exercise only to have it come back, in my opinion, obesity could take out this country because it is a massive drain on our society when our people who have obesity end up with kidney failure and diabetes and heart disease and need to go on dialysis and all of these different things when they're 65 years old, and Medicare is paying for that. So Medicare is paying for obesity. They're just paying for it on the back end, and they should try to pay for it on the front end. And that's what I think. And I don't, and listen, if y'all, for y'all new here, I'm not political. And what I mean by that is, I guess I would say I'm not partisan. You know what I mean? And the reason I'm not is because you'll never see me double down for a candidate, and you'll never see me double down for a party because ain't none of these bitches got this figured out. None of them do. The only shot they've got at figuring this out is to actually listen to each other and quit wearing diaper baby pants and quit closing down the government to use people as leverage who may not be able to feed their families. Like, that's where I'm at. All big babies. So, and I would tell you, most of my friends, liberal. So just know that, like, you're welcome here no matter what. I'm just not political. But we need to change some shit. There's some shit that needs to get changed. Yeah. No, 100% Texas. 100%. They don't give none. They are for them. They are for them. I'm tired of hearing just eat less and exercise more. Yes, you're taking the easy way out and lazy. Oh yeah, for sure, Jody. Me too. Absolutely. Like That's what I'm saying is like all the data shows that it's in our not only in our best interest in the short term but also in the long term to make this change. Like so, you know, all the data shows that. Although I had someone, a girl named Short, that comes in my life, and she was a big advocate for these for a long time, and she got on the high doses and really struggled with mental stuff. And honestly, I did too on the high doses. I really did. Like, but it was after a long time. I had some mental stuff, but I don't know if the mental stuff was related to it, or if it was related to my life, or if it was related to this stage in life that I'm at. So it's hard to know if it was like directed to the meds. But I did find myself feeling very flat up here, and I went down to a lower dose, and then I've been much better ever since. You know. Absolutely agree. Thanks, girl. Yeah. So anyway, that's who I am. So you're always welcome here. It's just never going to be a political page. I just really think poorly of most of them. Honestly, all of them. I wouldn't want that job. That's a rough job. I'm taking MJ and Wellbutrin. That's cool. And I finally wrote my. Yeah, I actually really do think combined therapies is really good. I started on Wellbutrin as well, and then which I clearly bought here on TikTok. Because I don't leave. Because I don't leave TikTok. Ever. So if you tell people to go touch the grass, do you get a V? If I tell people to go to leave this and go to the bathroom, would I get a V? If I tell people to go to church, would I get a V? I think so. I'm being such a diaper baby today. Welcome. I'm self aware. I recognize it. I just took my last Wellbutrin earlier this week. I really liked it. Well, here's the thing. It was really helping my depression, and it was also helping my food noise. Like significantly, the combination of the two for me was really good. But Wellbutrin does have a possible side effect of getting you sort of like your anxiety worse, and I have an anxiety disorder. So I kind of got in like my anxiety loops, and I couldn't get out. So I switched to Lexapro, and I've actually had the same noise control on Lexapro that I had on Wellbutrin, and less issues with anxiety. However, I do grind my teeth, and that's been kind of brutal. Yeah, having to relearn how to comfort myself. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Oh my gosh, I don't think we talk about that enough. I did a lot in the beginning of my journey, talk about that. Like for me, when the noise turned off, like at some point, I remember that I was like, it was like it severed like a cord that fast, right? And so when I was like driving to go get my hair done and like have some time, like where I wasn't a mom, I was just myself, and I was like, ooh, what am I gonna stop for goodies? Like I'm gonna stop and get a hot dog, or I'm gonna stop and get a boba tea, or I'm gonna stop and get, well, like when I was just like listing all these things, and my brain would go, no, I don't really want that. No, I don't really want that. And I was like, oh my God, like what just happened? Right? Like the fact that I had like that's why I talk about like food noise a lot for me is like when I was before treatments, I definitely felt like, if I was like using an analogy, like I was a car, right? And I was a car that did not have gears, right? I just had consume, 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 right? Eat, eat, right? That was it, right? And then when the medicine took place, I'm really trying to change my language, took place, right? And do what I did, all of a sudden I had gears. I had brakes, right? I could slow down, I could stop, I could reverse. I had windows, I had air condition, I had all these different tools in my brain that I could pull the lever that I needed as I needed to. I didn't have that control before because the disease was wreaking havoc on my body and, of course, in my brain, right? So that's what it does. And that's what made me so passionate that I started a podcast about it, because I was like, I need to know everything about this. And then I need to tell everyone. Right? Because I was so passionate about people, and I still am, understanding you are not alone and how many people are affected by this, right? And understanding it's not your fault. Understanding this is biological, that this is a disease, a disorder, a dysfunction, however you want to look at it, it's not your fault. It is reoccurring. It is not anything we could solve. And I think it would be wonderful if these were cures, but they're not cures, they're treatments. If it was a cure, we'd be able to do this and then and get off, and then it'd be done, right? It's not though. Like it's a treatment. It gets you in a certain level of remission and gets you in a certain level of health. And that's what I talk about here. I know that you can see people who are in very large bodies and then in very small bodies. And oftentimes, in terms of the algorithm, that's what people, engage with the most. But honestly, that's just not most people, friends. Like, it's just not most people, you know? So, and if it is, then that's wonderful, right? But ultimately, I think that it's you have like these sort of expectations that this isn't. I was going to say it's skinny shot. It's not, right? Like it's, you know. So I just like for most people, you gotta look at it because my concern is right that when people watch these different, see these different creators that are and I have many amazing creators that got to goal and all these things, and it's wonderful, right? But my concern is when other people don't, they go, "What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? It's got to be me," because that's what we've done forever, right? We've always done that. We've done something wrong. This diet isn't working. This whatever isn't working, right? And ultimately, it comes down to your brain. Your weight is controlled here, and I do not mean willpower. That's trash. It's controlled here. Your brain is in charge. That's how it works. So that's what I talk about here. So if you're new here, that's what I talk about. But it is very difficult to know what to do with yourself after and where to put your energy. For me, I had transfer addiction and it was TikTok and it was the podcast. So it ended up kind of being a positive thing in terms of where I kind of put that energy. However, for sure, I became very addicted to this. And so I have a different perspective about this than a lot of people. I see it it has many good things, but there are many things that are problematic. I know everyone's different, but how quickly did you? Oh, great question. So everyone is different. I think some people have found a particular level that works for them, that's therapeutic, and they've done it months and months and months, months and months and months. The golden rule that most clinicians say about this is that if you're getting the benefits and you're on the lowest, that's the way to go. Right. If you're getting the benefits, you're seeing about half a pound to 2 pounds a week on average, zooming back for your month, right? Zooming back. That is good, sustainable, and there's no need. That's like the rule of medicine: be on the lowest doses you need. Like that's just the rule. And so that's true with this too. I know in the studies it's different; they escalate, but that's because they're studying it, right? It pisses me off when insurance companies are like, "We're going to do what the studies do." Stupid ass insurance. I was trying to friggin' be doctors. You're not doctors, insurance companies. Sorry. I hope this isn't weird to say, but I have to say it. Oh, that's really sweet, Jody. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome to the shit show live where Kim flips the shit. I'm here to help with menopause symptoms. Yeah, a lot of people have found that to be very helpful. What do you think about D3 and K2? I don't know anything about that. Be happy. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I can't speak intelligently about that. What about stalls? Stalls are incredibly normal, no matter how you're going about de escalating the size of your roundness. Sorry, we got a new way to talk here now. They're totally normal. And especially if you have the disease of obesity. So if you do, your body fights you, right? It does not understand this is good for you. It's going to fight you. There are some things that are in your control, and there's a lot of things that aren't. The things that possibly are in control is increasing this. Seriously, so that your body will chill the F out, right? And let it do what it needs to do. It needs to understand that you are not in a famine. You are not in a drought. You are not in a situation where you cannot do this. The hair in my mouth when I did that. We need a new fork. We need a new fork, people. Anyway, those are my props. Props. That's how we're going to do this, y'all. Props. That's how we're going to do this. Okay. So that's one thing that to consider. Also, ensure that you're doing some strength training. I think while cardio is wonderful, strength training is good because I'm telling you, like I started this too late and I did lose muscle. And I kind of have done everything wrong. So I'm sort of like the cautionary tale of all the things I've done wrong. I've learned right, and I've learned right because of doctors and people in our community. And I'm here to tell you what that is so you don't F up like me. But yeah, like muscle burns fat. You definitely want to increase the muscle so that your body is actually burning what it needs to and not your muscle. Muscle's valuable. We want that, right? So that's what I would tell you. I have a friend on here named Jamie. He's a very nice creator. And he has like a whole thing about stalls and stuff. His name is it's Jamie Selsner, but I can't remember. I always forget his like handle because it's like half that. It's like Jamie Sells or something like that. SELZ. And he's on this app, so you don't have to leave this app. I'm crazy. Isn't this? Just got this sweater. It's so nice. So toasty. It's cold outside. Is it cold where you guys are? It's cold for me, and I love being outside. I spend like a couple hours outside a day. I walk and everything. Girl, are you okay? I am. Listen, Georgia, I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I am a hellraiser. But I'm a rule following hellraiser. Like, I will raise the hell, but I will get the permit first, right? And like, I follow the rules. Like, I talk about what we talk about here, but I come at it from the right way and from the medical way and from an informed way. And I don't pretend like I'm a doctor and I don't have a coaching system. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do all the right things. I talk about this from a health perspective and not a WL perspective. I follow all the effing rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I got a violation I've gotten several lately, and so I have to come up with, yeah, are you dying? I know. I'm, Can't do. I've been a follower for years. I know. It's good to see you. Yes. Cold here in Massachusetts, cold here in Georgia. Yes. Jamie Sells, I know he is amazing. Love that you guys are friends. We are. Yeah. Jamie's followed the podcast for years. He's, and then he went on a Mind Pump and they told him like, look, you better get on social media. Jamie will tell you, you better get on Joe's social media because if not, people are going to want to find you and they're going to find you. And he was like, okay. So now he's on socials, you know what I mean? But it's great. He does very supportive, fun lives, informational. And he's learned lots of really, really good things on his journey. He always says, I'm a Jamie expert. I'm not a health expert. I'm a chem expert. No, I'm not. I don't know shit about me. Crazy. That's what I know. It's nice there in Florida. Oh, I was just there. I was just in Miami not last week, but the week before for a work event. And damn, like the sky looked like, I don't even know, like God's paintbrush. It was so beautiful. I was at this hotel and I could see the ocean and then I could see like whatever that bay is in Miami and then I could see the city and it was just the coolest thing. I didn't get to go anywhere because I was working the whole time I was there. Lesson learned. Next year, wherever we go, I think we're going to Denver next year. Next year, I'm going early so I can enjoy where I'm at. You know what I mean? New plan. You like my spiciness, Amanda? Yeah. I mean, I am like anybody that knows me, like, I mean, listen, when I first was on this app, especially when I started going viral and stuff, my lives were giant. And I had some trolls. And they made me pissy. And people love my pissy videos where I'm taking trolls to downtown and all that stuff. But it made me kind of mean. You know what I mean? Like it kind of sat in my soul and made me kind of mean and bitchy, you know? And like, I'm really not that bitchy. It's not really like a core Kim thing. I am a bitch sometimes, but it's pretty rare. You know what I mean? And it was making me like that kind of all the time, kind of like a little catty bitch. And I just decided I wasn't going to do that anymore and I wanted to be better. And so now I'm less spicy. But I feel better at least. I know I'm crazy. I'm so glad to have you guys here, though. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, guys, will you do me a favor and tap the screen so we can make TikTok happy? My agency's going to watch this and be like, Kim? Out. But you know what, friends? We haven't gotten any V's. So we are following the rules. We're going to ask for pumpkins. We're going to ask for pumpkins. That's what we're going to do for our goal. Pumpkins are a pity. I just never want to pin something that's a lot of pennies. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sorry. You know? I'm at a stall. I need to follow him. Yes, he's got like a whole series. So I bet because he's got quite a few followers now that you can go to his series. Thank you for the pumpkin. But you can go to his thing. And I bet he's got a playlist. I bet. I'll ask him. But go to his page. But he's got great advice for stalls. He really does. You know, but I would definitely tell you that in terms of stalls, like the things that we talked about, right? So it's, ensuring that let's do our props. Let's do our props for all the things stalls. And we're also going to be British again. Back to the microphone. If you are on a stall because of this, and you are on a journey because of this is my fork. You may need to consume more of this, okay? So that your body will chill the crap out and release what it needs to and not panic because you have obesity and your body is fighting you. You need to do this, okay? Also, you may need to increase your animal protein, okay? Doctors say about 30 grams per meal per day. Back to being British. But oh no, hold on, I have to do something's happening with TikTok. Hold on. They think I'm doing something. It's thinking about it. Hold on. You're not gonna TikTok. I need you to do better. I need you to do better. I'm only here because my community is here. Outside, I quit this shit a long time ago. Let's clean out the hair in my brush so I don't eat my hair. Oh, if you guys didn't know, I'm messy AF. Like, legitimately, when I met some people recently at Obesity Week, because I do the pod and stuff, and they were like, oh, like, we think good and stuff of you and stuff like that. And I was like, guys, Kat and I are train wrecks. We messy AF. So welcome to the shit show. This is my microphone. Also, this one on the side. This is what we do when we need a stall. We need to do more of this, possibly more protein. Consider strength training. Muscle burns fat. Also talk to your doctor. Maybe do some blood work. Check the A1C. See how things are going. Make sure it's not too low, too high. Really make sure it's in a good place. Right? That's good. Checking in with doctor doing blood work is a good thing. Okay? Also possible if you've been installed for many, many, many months, if you feel like there is more noise here, that is likely metabolic adaptation. That does not mean your medicine has stopped working. It means that you may need to add something to it, a combined therapy. Your doctor will work with you on that. A doctor that you can clearly all do here within the TikTok app, because you should never leave the TikTok app. Never. Don't leave the TikTok app. That's what they're going to have to do. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have fucking telehealth appointments here in the damn TikTok app. There's an idea, TikTok. That's how you keep people on here forever. They come for their health care. Actually, that's fucking brilliant. That's right. Note, everyone. It was my idea. Yeah. I am weak with you. Hi. I know I'm being crazy today. I'm just pissed, guys. You don't understand. I have been here fighting since the beginning. Everywhere. I'm on all the platforms in the land except Lemon 8 because frickin' ByteDance has already got my ass on here in a sling. So I ain't going to another one of the damn apps. I ain't doing it. Truly the beginning. The beginning. Yes. So I have been here with all the levels of persecution that this community has gone through. Telemed TikTok. TikTok, you heard it here first. You should have a telemed. That's how this would work. You're missing it. As usual, you're late to the party. Figure it out. I know I can be psycho sometimes. It's just because I'm playing with you. First time watching, hi! Well, I'm usually not this crazy. I'm usually not this animated, believe it or not. I'm actually an introvert. Although I've only just recently figured out that I'm an introvert, which is kind of crazy. I've been like masking as an extrovert for the majority of my life. I'm not gonna. Like, I start the day with my full battery and I'm like rolling, and then lunch, I'm like, I need some spoons. And then I go a little further at dinner time, like, I need spoons, right? And then I go home and I get my spoons, and then I can go the rest of the night. And that's my life. Not an extrovert, not even a little. It's good to see you. It's good to meet you. TikTok gave us cheap TT store. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Exactly. There we go. TikTok, you could solve all of our problems. Listen, if America's buying it, if America, this is a message to America from a TikToker that is in the GLP community. We all agree that a way for you to make money and not send people off of the app is to have telehealth within the app or own a telehealth and push people there. Now, do we like this? No. But if it will keep you from giving us violations so that we could please speak to our community and support each other through our health journeys, most of us would probably be okay with it. Okay? We'll be like your TikTok shop affiliates, but for your telehealth. As long as you offer good care, which if you're in America, you likely have something. This is what you're missing. There you go. Go make millions and leave us the fuck alone. Introvert maskers in the house. That'll be the clip, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, why not? That's the thing. They put our ass in a sling and then we just go for it. Yeah. And accept Cigna, please. Thank you, TikTok. Watch the skit on the news. 11 Alive News. TikTok creator says that the TikTok should own a telehealth. They should. Okay, I'm better. Breathe. Guys, I still need spoons. I gotta go help my kid. We have to get the rest of his costume. Is laughing like this a side effect of GLPs? No, but I think joy is. If so, you're in. I'm telling you. I do think joy is. Like I one time I was making a very serious video and I got tickled like this and I just started laughing my tuchus off really bad. And I was like, a new a new GLP side effect, joy. Because it's when you're not sick anymore, joy is possible, friends. I know the WSB news folks. Yes, we could start a movement. We already did start a movement. Everybody's just showing up late to the party. I am onto something. It's brilliant. See, you guys help me. We work this out together, right? That's how you get people to not leave your app. You want all the get good news, America. 40% of America has obesity, 70% if you add overweight. All you need to do to capture 70% of America is have a telehealth where you service everyone. And the best way for you to do that is to network with all of the telehealths that are already doing this right and well and use that as the telehealth and people are routed to where they need. See, I know the whole thing. Routed to where they need to go according to their state and what they need. And then you get a little piece of it and nobody actually leaves your app because they're all here. And then you can work with creators like me and others that are on here who are all about health and not weight loss. And we can talk to them and give them a support group. And then no one will leave your app ever and we'll be happy because you'll leave us the fuck alone and just let us be fat together and get better. I just can't leave you alone. Ada, where have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. I'm flipping my shit today. Welcome in. I was just thinking about you the other day. How you doing? This is my unhinged life. Zombies with our phones. Oh my gosh, right? And our telehealth and our monthly delivery. Exactly. I'm telling you. Like, it's the way to go. But they can't do it right now because China's in charge, right? Gotta go through the acquisition. There you go. Then everybody can get the fat shot, as good old Cheeto would say. Sorry, I hate all of the politicians equally. Just to be clear. I don't know. I like Bernie a lot. I don't think you should be in charge. I'm sorry, Bernie. I don't. You're too kind. They would eat you. I'm adjusting to 751 MJ. How is that feeling? Gosh, did you start over again? Now my nose is running from all the giggles. Yeah, I saw something about AMS. Yeah, I can't say that on here. I can't say that because that would mean that I would be telling you to exit. You should never leave. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna never leave TikTok. This is not medical advice. This is all about a health journey. And we talk about this thing, and this is how I'll do my lives from now on. And this is my fork. This is it. Props. I should get a fork. That would make more sense. Right? I don't know. How long can we fool AI? Oh, yeah, Ada. Big time. Oh, yeah. The other day, I think I said schmink and schmerever and schmoorer. You know what I'm saying? And I got a V and said that, let me show it to you. Oh, you guys want to see the T? Let's look at it. Let's look at it. I forget how to do it. It's like that. Huh. Let me see. Oh, I still have a filter on. Hold on, let me see. Effects, maybe? This is what I got. And all I said was schmink and potato, I think, when someone asked me about where to for this way. Fuckers. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. All right, let me get another picture. Let's look at me and Cat at the White House. That's me and Cat at the White House. And it is AI. I know, Ada. So I'm spicy and pissed today because of it. I know. I'm so pissed. I told my agency, but she said, like, they're checking into it, but that there are rules. And I'm like, I just can't even with these people. And I love my agency. They're great. He could definitely use it too. Who could use it? Oh, I think I missed the other thing. Okay, friends. I promised my little boy I'd take him to go get his costume. I have to open up my one size and spray my face. Why do you have to do that? Because I just worked hard on my makeup and I don't want it to go nowhere. It's a little one for travels. I'll keep this, although I hope to not be traveling anywhere the rest of the year. So sick of travels. The orange guy. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're fire. I always sneeze after this when I try to hold my breath. Okay. I will sneeze. Yeah. Hold it down flat. Tired. Hold it down like a flat. Oh, yeah. Oh, good tip. Does it prevent makeup transfer? Yeah, it's great. It's like the best thing. It's really good. It's called Dust Till Dawn. It's in my TikTok shop, so you don't have to leave the TikTok app. TikTok shop. Never leave. Don't leave here. Stay forever. God, it's like fucking Hotel California. You could check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Anyway, it's the best. Throwing that away. I am now cemented. Literally, it could rain on my face and my makeup won't go anywhere. What is it? Mason on the mic. Who's Mason on the mic? Is that like a guy? We love TikTok shop. I don't know, girl. We love TikTok. Do you know what this reminds me of? I'm just going to listen. I am unhinged today. This reminds me of this app. I'm only here because you guys are here. Check her out. She's like, okay. This reminds me of when in North Korea, when the great leader paid, I don't know if you guys saw that documentary, but they paid for a lot of people to get cataract surgery. And the reason that they needed cataract surgery is because their water is straight trash and because they don't have enough food. And after they got cataract surgery so that they could see, they went and worshiped him. That's what this feels like to me. And I don't like it. So I'm only here because of you. I'm just saying. 5 years ago. What was 5 years ago? It's like the Twilight episode, yes, where you get sent to the cornfield if you said something bad. I didn't see that, but that sounds like an accurate assessment. Yes, Ada. Jesus, I'm going to need you to get involved. You know? I'm going to need Jesus to get involved. And then Jesus is going to be like, I'm already involved. You're just not paying attention. And he's probably right. I feel like that's a problem with most of us all. We're not paying attention, you know? Or is it that we're not paying attention to the right things? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jeez. I'm telling you too, like, listen, I'm just going to say it since we got 47 people, and since I'm clearly unhinged, I try to make videos about this all the time, but it don't go nowhere. And don't go nowhere because of all the reasons that we're talking about. Ultimately, at the end of the day, all social media is meant to feed your brain and keep you on it as long as possible. And so it feeds you what you want and what your brain engages with it the most, right? Let me take. So, therefore, what happens is one of the reasons that we're at where we're at in our country, really the world. I'm just going to say it. And y'all know, again, y'all know I'm not political. So take this with a grain of salt, all right? Ultimately, when you're, and I know none of us want to hear this because we like our TikTok. We needs our TikTok. We needs our social media because we don't know what the fuck to do with ourselves anymore because this is what we've been doing for the past 30 years. Well, I haven't, but a lot of people have, right? So, yeah, you got it. See, I can't say the word GO. I can't say that. Not allowed. But what I will tell you is that what happens is with your feed, and if you're FYP or whatever it is, on whatever app you're on, but especially this one, okay? It's going to continually affirm your bias, your own bias that you have. And everybody has bias. You're not a bad person because you have a bias, okay? And it's going to continue to do that. And then eventually, what happens is that bias, that becomes your reality, that becomes your doctrine, your religion. And then eventually, like a religion, because we hold that so close and so dear, we think that people that don't believe the same as us are our enemies. And then we try to unalive them. And that's what's going on. And people can tell me all day long, but ultimately that's what's happening, period. That's why we hurt each other. That's why we hate each other. So that's my opinion. And that's what's happening here, especially here. So my point being, when you scroll, try to engage with things you don't agree with. As a matter of fact, do it more. Because if not, all these people are going to play us all like a fiddle. That's what's happening. Seriously. And I see it. Like, we all have our gifts. There are plenty of things I'm bad at. We've already talked about what a freaking train wreck I am. But I have the gift of attunement. And I'm telling you, that's what's happening. It is. And it's why we're hurting each other. It's why we hate each other. It's why we're separating from our families because of fucking social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it comes down to. And you can continue to engage here, but you should think every damn thing you see is sus. As a matter of fact, and I'm with Gary Vee on this, we're gonna quit this shit. And the reason we're gonna quit this is not because of the reasons that I'm telling you. We're gonna quit this shit because we're not gonna know what to believe anymore. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of already there, right? I don't know what equals truth anymore because everybody has their own truth, and everybody has their own truth and their own reality because of this. Instead of there just being one reality, right? And then an experience that we have in relation to that reality. Everybody has their own reality. And then that's what's going on. And I hate it because I try to make messages about it, but that is not serving social media platforms, so they're not going to push it anywhere, right? And also, who the fuck am I? You know, engage with what you don't agree with. Yeah. Engage with what you don't agree with. Yeah. And the reason I say that, right, I'm not saying you have to like it, but pay attention to it. Because if you, that way, at least you know what other people are saying, right? At least you know when you see rage bait, right? Don't fold. Don't pay attention to it because it's meant to manipulate you. It's there to manipulate you. Like, honestly, friends, even me as a content creator, when I'm making content to educate you, I am doing it in a way to manipulate your brain to pay attention to me, to continue to pay attention to me, right? So that you will hear what I have to say. So I do things like hooks. I do things like this. I do things like this. I do things like this to keep your attention because your attention span is broken and TikTok broke it. Social media broke it. Honestly, if we really want to get weird, I take it back to reality television. Should I do an episode of podcast about this? Just like the news. I watch both. I'm telling you, you have to.
I'm telling you, like because if you don't, then what happens is they are deciding your reality, right? They're telling you what equals real. And the truth is there's always, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, what do they usually say the truth is, right? It's in the middle, right? When someone is telling you something and there's two sides to every story, the truth is usually in the middle, right? How are we going to ever find the middle if we live here polarized? It's a problem, you know? Yes, just the terminology is, I know. Listen to all sides and the truth usually, yes, exactly, you need to. And this has to do with everything. This has to do with politics. This has to do, like, ultimately, we did have a place. Like, I do think that there's a lot of really good things that have been done. And I have, in terms of political beliefs, first of all, I think it's all trash, but I definitely have some conservative beliefs, and I have a lot of progressive beliefs as well. Most of my friends are liberal, you know. My parents are conservative. My sisters and I, they're actually, my sisters are very liberal. So we have a family where I think that it's important for us to talk about these things so that we can hear from people that we love and trust and try to have these conversations, because this big shit at this level, at the federal level, guys, they're going to do what they're going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can show up and protest and all the things that make you feel like, because it's your right and you should exercise your rights. But ultimately, just make sure you're not exercising somebody else's agenda. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure it's yours. And it's not that everybody's stupid. Like that's dismissive. Everybody's not stupid. Everybody's under a spell. Like it really is. It's hypnotic. It literally is affecting our brain and our chemistry. It is. You know? I have not unfriended people because I want to hear. Absolutely. Yeah. I always catch a liar when they repeat the same 3 times. They try too hard until that's true. I'm telling you, I'm not that great of a person. I don't lie because I can't remember my lies. I wish I could be like, oh, it's just because I'm such a good person. It's not. It's because I don't like getting caught in them because I can't remember them. I just forget. I'm like Dory. 2 wings of the same bird. Yes. They're trying to convince you it's the truth when it's absolutely. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Just like consider that. When you see lives, when you see anything, this is everybody else pushing what they want. And you just everything on social must be taken as a grain of salt. Did you know? I'm going to tell you this what I heard. Again, this is what I heard. So look into it. You know, what I heard is that if you specifically hear something 3 times, no matter where it came from, your brain decides it is truth. Did you know that? So it's up to you to go, is it though? You can say, I heard that. That sounds like truth, but challenge it. Now, you have to, guys. Like I hate to say this, but at the end of the day, especially the people at the top, it's about money. You know? It's about money. And I just think we've gotten away from we the people. We really have. We really have. Like, I don't, okay, listen. I'm going to go in a minute on. But have you guys ever seen one of my favorite movies? Anybody in my conservative friends who are going to cringe. One of my favorite movies is V for Vendetta. And the reason it is just because I just love it. It's fantastic. But there is this part in V for Vendetta where he says that governments should fear their people. People should not fear their governments. And he says it a lot better than me. But that's what he says. And I think that's true because we are the government. Do you know what I mean? Like we are. And they're just playing us like fiddles. They're playing us like fiddles. And they're using social media to do it. All of them. 3 for convincing the truth 7 times it becomes oh yes. 3 for convincing its truth 7 times it becomes a belief. Actually, that's a good one. Yeah. I'm telling you. And it's just the way our brains work. And the problem is they know it and we don't. And so then we think that they're right. Anytime anybody says anything to me, I'm going to go, oh, and I question all of it now. You know? And that one day when I have some time will be my next podcast. It will be called, I don't know what to believe anymore. And I will have on people to talk about this. That would be a good podcast, right? Let's talk about what to believe. And we talk about all sides. That would take a lot of energy though, I'm not going to lie. I got to keep plus sides going for now to help those people. But maybe one day when I sunset plus sides, we'll go from there. All right, guys, I gotta go be with my kiddo. Wait a minute, I can't go anywhere. What I mean is, my kiddo and I are gonna go somewhere, and I'm not gonna leave the app, and TikTok's gonna stay with me, and I'm gonna keep it open. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna record everything in it because we never leave the app. You guys have a great day. Go touch the grass. Thanks for hanging with me on this Unhinged Live. Love you so much. Please follow the podcast that is all here in TikTok, and don't leave TikTok. Love thee. Me too. Absolutely. I'm a fan. Yes, I get that. Yes. Also agree. Bird two wings. Exactly. I love you, Ada. You guys have a great day. I love you so much. Bye.